In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Fuck boys.
Oh, shit.
We're coming to you not even fucking close to live. Your Freedom Friends from right here in...
San Antonio, Texas.
At the...
Warfighter Tobacco Studios.
And god damn it, we're all here again.
Yeah, band's back together because John's done fucking gallivanting all over. Come back with his golden brown tan ass.
Yeah, can we just take a minute to admire
Good
this?
God, look at this bronze goddess.
Woo. Son of a bitch.
You were already exotic. Now you're exotic AF, man. Let me see that thing.
It's still fucking white.
Oh, he's still got some white booty.
It's still white.
All right. So at least we'll recognize him when he finally takes his pants off.
Oh, white ass.
Oh, there he is. There he is. He just went from fucking Pashtun to Pancherian. Like that. Oh, fuck. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FreedomFriends. Score yourself that sweet 15% off. Aaron Robertson Insurance Group, AaronRobertsonInsurance.com. Ask for the shit snap discount, and he's going to take care of you. Guarantee that. And of course, our buddies over at owellness.us. Use that code FreedomFriends25. Score yourself a quarter off your order over there for all your CBD needs. Boys, let's fucking get into it. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you been?
Florida.
2
We
weeks.
just talked about
just
this.
fucking off for 2 weeks.
Back in the East Coast.
Dude.
No, I was only in Florida for 1 week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it
then
was in...
I was here for like 5 days, and then before that, I was in Boston.
Yeah.
Like a long
But
weekend.
you've been gone from here for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yep.
It's been 2 episodes, sans John.
It has.
Yeah.
We
Dave
found a
fill-
solid replacement.
Dave
though.
filled
Yeah.
in nicely for you.
Yeah, so
good.
Chad, we're going to replace you with Chad.
And last week,
Okay.
fucking Chad, the shit show. Okay,
Dude, he
that
was a fucking riot.
Dude.
And all of us forgot to wear our shirts.
all of us. Yeah,
All of
I
us.
said something.
Mine's dirty because I actually just wore mine
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Like,
I
we'll
said
wear 'em-
something to him
yeah.
earlier to the producer team earlier. I was like, "Fuck, dude,
Next
I got
week.
my shirt."
I
Next
brought,
week.
I brought mine home to wash it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was for.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
I wore mine.
I think I got a new shirt. I'm like, this is cool. I'm gonna go wash it.
I wore mine and I was wearing like green pants or whatever. Went to lunch at this barbecue place up in San Marcos. And I'm standing there in that tactical rifleman t-shirt. Then all of a sudden I hear from, excuse me, sir. And I was going, and I'm like, the fuck? She was like, about what you're wearing. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And she looks at me and goes, my boyfriend is trying to dress more tactically. Do you mind if I ask like where you get your clothes? And
Oh my
I was
god!
like-
You should have been like redactedsupply.com. Just
I
big
did.
fuck off button in the center of the thing.
because I was wearing
Bye,
this
Freedom
hat.
Friends.
I was wearing a redacted hat. And I was
There you
like, redactedsupply.com. I got my headgear there. They sell a bunch of t-shirts and stuff too. And I was like, this is just a t-shirt from a rifle oriented YouTube channel that my podcast is friends with them. And I said the pants are from First Strike. And I was like, if he really wants that tactical look up 5.11 tactical and just buy whatever the fuck they have.
Just get him them
And
1022s.
Just get him the 1022 outfit. You'll be good to go.
Yep.
And she
I
was
never thought what came first, the tactical lifestyle or dressing tactical.
apparently,
You know what I mean? Like-
apparently her boyfriend in San Marcos wants to dress more tactically.
Like,
and
I
I was
don't-
like,
For
I don't wear cargo shorts
lighter.
because they're cool.
it's
I wear cargo shorts because I can fit all kinds of shit in the
because they're
pockets.
tactical.
Yeah, dude, you weren't here last week to fucking back me up. These fucking guys started shit bagging on my fucking cargo shorts. And I was like,
Sorry.
where the fuck is John at? I need him right now.
Yeah, cargo shorts all day.
Right?
Well, I didn't want to tell her that. I was like, some of the most lethal motherfuckers I know wear like flip flops and cargo
Yeah.
shorts.
And-
So
and
I don't
Texas
know if,
flag Crocs.
I don't know
Hawaiian
if
shirts.
I don't know if the outfit is really going to help him out, but
Oh.
I have definitely operated in cargo shorts before.
like,
I will tell you one thing: when you're fucking like whoever's in charge, like for us, it was the QRT guy on contract. When he shows up and he's like, "Why the fuck are you wearing shorts?" and you're like, "What? It's hot." And he's just like, "God
because it's
damn
the
it!"
fucking desert.
Yeah, right. It's fucking hot here, man. Mind your business.
Yeah.
He's like, "You came from fucking." I did maritime for a little bit, that maritime security, and that's all you wear is shorts because you're on fucking ship.
Yeah.
And you're just like waiting for pirates.
Bermudas.
No. No. Based out of Sri Lanka. That was good. It was a good time.
No, Bermuda shorts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a type of short.
I know.
Yeah.
Not those.
Oh. I had respect for it.
I actually think I rock chubbies. More than anything.
If you were on a ship with a bunch of
There's
dudes,
actually
you
a
probably
short.
did rock
There's
the
actually a
chubby
short
most of the
company.
time.
Totally.
There's actually a short company I'm thinking about ordering some stuff from, but my big dumb hat. My big dumb hat is fucking awesome.
SA Hat Company.
No, mine's from Huck.
Oh, okay.
Fishing company or
I think
whatever.
the one that you and I got because we both got the big ass fuck off ones. Those are
This is
from
the same
SA.
thing. It's a big dumb hat,
Yeah.
but it's from Bass Pro.
Yeah.
But whatever. No, there's a short company. I'm thinking I don't want to shout them out because we're not here to just plug people, but
Right.
their shit. It's like they're like chubby style shorts, but they have like the fucking compression underwear already in them.
Oh, they got like the pocket under them and shit. For, like,
There's a
your cell
company that
phone?
makes those, but
Yeah.
these are literally so that you like don't have to wear boxers and your shorts. You just have like the one
Yeah.
thing on, and then you can just.
free ball Fridays.
So when
boys.
you, but it's got like the compression to hold everything in place, and then you just strip them off as a whole.
Nice.
It's fucking great.
Nice. Speaking of which, I got a new pair of underwear the other day.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that I'm a Silkies guy, but I took the plunge and bought the old Lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped.
Mine died.
Dude, what a product.
No,
Did you not hear what he said?
mine literally died. I've had it 4 months.
Did you change
Really?
the batteries? Did you recharge it?
It's
Did
yeah.
you turn it off? Turn it on again?
No, took it off the charger, went in the shower to take care of business. Won't turn on.
Really? Mine's awesome.
4 months in, died. Yeah, because you just got it.
Maybe you ought to mow that lawn more often.
I mow it plenty.
Choke that fucker out.
No, because if it was going to choke out, it would have happened to me. I had a veritable forest happening, man.
I was consistent about my maintenance.
Equal to Fahey Forest?
Dude, fucking put Fahey Forest to shame, dog.
No, I was consistent. So yeah, my $60 fucking trimmer apparently doesn't hold a candle to my $25 beard trimmer. So
Yeah, I'll give him a call. I bet they take care of
I'm
it.
sure
going
you
to.
would.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna call Rich and be like, "The fuck, man, schlepping this shit."
yeah right. They just put out the 4.0. Maybe it's
Maybe that's it. They
Yeah,
probably
you-
sent some fucking
it's
signal
like when
and
they
killed
put out
my
the new phones.
This is the new iPhone, and my phone just starts to fuck up.
Yeah, right.
You were talking about underwear you bought.
No, so I bought this little thing from Manscaped and it came in like this package. First of all, their marketing is fucking genius.
brilliant.
They have brilliant fucking
You
marketing.
open up their
folks
box and it
over
just
there.
says "Love your balls."
Yeah,
great.
it's got like fucking deodorant for your nuts, literally ball deodorant. It's got like little spritz.
Have
for
you
a
been
fucking
using the
pick-me-up.
preserver?
Yeah,
It actually works.
it's awesome.
So you get out of the shower, you take that preserver, and you fucking rub it on your junk. You don't sweat all day.
Yeah, it's amazing. But it
Keeps
came with
you
a free
minty fresh.
It came with a free pair of their underwear,
How is it?
and they're like compression short underwear.
Oh my god! Can I tell an underwear story that
was
I got
like-
from Scott's wife?
I was like, yeah, these are all right.
Can I tell this story?
Real quick though, it also comes. Did you get the papers, the newspapers?
Yep.
So it comes with like folded up newspaper, and it's nothing. It's like fucking 2 pages of dick jokes, and it's
Yeah.
basically there for you to fucking trim your bees over for easy cleanup. But it's got like dick jokes all over it,
Yeah,
like
it's
fucking
fucking great.
testimonials and shit. It's
That
fucking
spritz though will wake you up.
dude. I'm telling you though, the marketing over there, fuck those guys are on
Yeah.
it, dude.
They
Hats off to you there, Manscaped.
They knew their purpose.
Yeah.
They're just like
100%. They're like, we are fucking.
we
we're-
make dick accessories. We're like,
Oh yeah,
let's fucking go.
yeah. I'm not mad at them.
Yeah. So can I tell an underwear story I got from Scott's wife?
100%. Yeah.
So this was actually Scott's wife's birthday. And we're all here at Warfighter.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great time. Everybody's hanging out. I burnt Mikey's son with a cigar and fucking
true.
we ate some wings and smoked queso, which I'm still fucking obsessed with because that shit was amazing.
That shit was fucking good. Yeah.
It was a great party. So I'm sitting there and somehow we ended up on the conversation of boxers, briefs, and boxer briefs. And we landed
Tale
on
as old as time.
specifically his underwear, which is from Tommy John or
Yes,
whatever. it is.
I am an underwear snob.
Yeah. So he only wears Tommy John underwear.
Yeah.
Now he was talking about how comfortable they were.
Right.
And they're supportive and he likes the everything
this
about
is a
it.
funny
I think there's a
story.
little
Didn't we
cradle
do a
that holds your
debate about
balls.
this?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah. We did a
So
debate.
and he was talking about the fucking ball pocket that's on him and it holds everything forward and
Yeah.
keeps everything separate and it was all great. And he's sitting there talking and his wife just goes, "It's not why I like him." And I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "The reason I like him is he's walking around in the underwear. The way the flap works, I can reach over and my hand just dips right into there. I
Oh,
don't have to get anything out of the way. I just go at it." And I just looked over at Scott and I was like, "Well done, sir."
Nice.
Like, that
You
is
know, it
fucking
is
fantastic.
It is so easy. Oh, I don't know if I should say this.
What to get apparently, if I want more handies, I need to get Tommy John underwear.
It's,
That's
it's so easy. Sometimes the underwear just doesn't even come off. Like, yeah.
That is the most white guy middle
I
aged
know.
bullshit I've
I'm
ever fucking
disappointed
heard.
about it.
That's like fucking through a hole in the sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know, but like,
Some Handmaid's
Holy
Tale
sh-
shit.
that's how comfy the underwear
Holy
are.
sheet.
It makes cleanup easy as you're taking off and just
Or you just wrap it on there and pull it down.
You are a fucking savage, sir, and I appreciate it.
I like how post sex is like he's checking the dipstick. Just like looks good and just pulls it through. That's fucking outstanding.
anyway.
Yeah, beats the curtains, I guess.
Yeah, fucking A. Well,
Poor hotel rooms.
Speaking of which, Scotty, how was your weekend, man?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, shit. What did we do? Fuck, Friday. I don't even remember Friday. Man.
what went really good.
Yeah, I have no idea what we did Friday. Saturday.
I hung out with you for a little bit on Friday.
Yeah.
I came
yeah.
by and we chatted for a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 No, I was looking at getting another RV, and nobody wants to sell one, so they can all go fuck themselves. So there's
But you
that.
got some good news about your RV, because one
I
place
did.
told you that your RV was fucked, and then
Yeah,
the other
they-
place was like,
Totally,
no, it's like $900.
Totally lied to me, and then so I went to somewhere else to get an estimate, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, that just happens. It's easy to fix. No
Telling you,
problem."
second opinions, man.
Yeah.
We got to stop sleeping
But
on second
the
opinions.
thing is, if you're ever going to go buy something, let them lie to you. Just let it happen. Play stupid, and then go fucking get another opinion, and don't tell them you're trying to like trade something in.
Like when they tell you the gap coverage is mandatory for your new car.
Right.
Yeah, fuck right off.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. But anyway, Saturday, I think I just like cleaned up the house and didn't do a whole lot. And then Sunday we had Jim and Julie over, and Dave came over and had a little pool day and grilled some stuff, and yeah, that's about it. So it was a good weekend though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Mikey, how about you, buddy?
It was a good weekend, man. Good weekend, good week. Haley's birthday was last week.
Yeah.
So
Happy birthday to Miss Haley's.
yeah, man. So I pulled a baller move.
Yes, you did.
Her favorite crab cakes on the planet is this place called G&M Crab Cakes in Lincolncombe Heights,
Yeah, so
Maryland.
everybody listen, if you're trying to figure out why your wife won't fuck you anymore, this is how you make sure you maintain a sex life.
Right. So I got online and I ordered them to have them overnighted
Nice.
for her birthday. So for her birthday dinner, we had Maryland crab fucking cakes, like legit. And I was worried they were going to like dumb them down.
Is
No,
this the
they
place that you were
fucking-
trying to get me to go that's like 4 miles outside the airport? Or
Yes,
whatever?
this is the place where me and Rob went when we had that
Yeah,
layover.
yeah,
Yeah, same spot. Fucking, and they're fucking huge, man. They're fucking the size of like a fucking softball cut in half. Like they're massive.
Nice.
And it's all like good lump crab. Like it was fucking, I was impressed with them.
I do like a good lumpy crab.
Fucking A, man. Dude, people use, there's like no filler in this shit. It was all meat. It was fucking awesome.
Nice.
And so yeah, I fucking ordered like 4 of those and like some Maryland crab soup and some cream of crab soup, right? Which is like staples in the diet back there. And truth be told, I'm not a huge fucking fan. It's just not.
I'm not a big seafood person.
Yeah, I'm not either. I like my red meat, dude. I mean,
I'm a land animal kind of guy.
I can do a good lobster roll once in a while, but
Yeah.
that's about the size of it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll do it like a lobster tail, like surf and turf. I'm down.
yeah, I'm
stuff
down for
like
that. If I
but-
could chase it with some red meat, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
I prefer my meat with feet.
yeah, same. You know, same. You know, maybe like, you know, those fish that have developed the walking thing. Maybe they're delicious. I don't know, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, there's about a dozen other ones that taste way better.
Probably. Yeah. So, yeah, so I ordered that for, had that come in, enjoyed that. She felt loved. All right. A lot of people hit her up and fucking, so she did something different this year. And I thought it was interesting. And I kind of dig the idea. She took her birthday off social media. So nobody knew it was her birthday except for people who fucking knew, you know, because she was like, I want to know how many people actually give a fuck and actually fucking wish me a happy birthday. It's a solid fucking move,
Well,
you know?
I'm going to argue this just a little bit.
And I argued it too because I was like, I don't remember everybody's fucking birthday. I
At
can't
least
remember.
you didn't
like,
say, I don't rember your birthday.
yeah, like I don't remember
No,
fucking.
because straight up, like, could any of you tell me my birthday?
No.
Yes,
Well, I'm impressed.
yeah, July 10th.
There you go. Man,
Yeah.
that's spot on.
Oh, I'll never
Got you,
forget
dog.
it. It's my buddy's birthday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It is your
You're
buddy's
I am
birthday.
your buddy. You
He's sitting next to
fucking
my other
prick.
buddies.
I don't remember anybody's birthday.
No, the
yeah.
only reason I remember it's Goddard's birthday, and it's because I used to use Goddard's ID when I was underage.
So my birthday was helping you get booze. I'm okay with this now. Like,
That's fair. That's fair. You know, but like that's just what I'm saying though. Like you don't often remember your buddy's birthdays. You know, like you'll know what month it's in, or you'll know that it's coming up, or something. You know, like, and that's it. You know, and
yeah, I know mine. I know my little brothers.
like yours is coming up.
Mine?
Yeah,
After his.
after but I know it's later in the year. You know what I mean? And you fucking who knows?
You're right.
Probably got
Nailed-
like 500
Nailed
of them.
that one.
like
You know him and I are the same month, right?
no,
That's the only thing I can remember.
no.
Like he just told
See-
me that he just told me the day, but I did know he's also a July birthday.
And that's a good argument for why having it on social media is good, you
Yeah.
know, so that you fucking know when it comes up, you know, it's like, oh shit.
you know what I am
mean?
gonna do though? I think after the show, I'm just gonna go around the room and go in my phone onto my calendar and literally just put everybody's birthday into my.
Solid move.
So that way, because
That'll work for this year.
You can set it as a yearly reminder.
yeah, you can set it all the time. Yeah, to where it's this day every
Somebody
year.
walk grandpa through how cell phones
Yeah,
work.
please do. That'd be a nice
No, 'cause
feature.
I honestly, I don't pay a lot of attention to social media. So even if, I'm not going to lie, even if Haley had put her birthday on social media, there's a 50-50 shot I even would have seen it.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, for sure. You know, and that was my argument too, is the same
well,
thing. You know,
so,
it's like,
so happy
some of us
birthday, Haley,
don't
from
remember.
somebody who doesn't care.
right? Yeah, like,
You know, like,
congratulations on the random fucking day that you came into this world.
yeah. It should be told, the only reason I remembered Haley is when we started dating, because it's the same as my dad's. She had the same birthday as my dad.
You know, I have the same birthday as my dad.
And then, so
You look way younger.
I moisturize.
here's the crazy thing. My original due date when I was a child was February 5th. My son John's due date and the day he was born was February 5th, meaning I learned a valuable lesson. I am the product of birthday fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad left one in the chamber on mom, and that's how I got. So I'm like, fuck. Because John was probably the product of birthday fucking. And I was like, son of a bitch. So am I. Like, when you do the math, you're like, God damn it. God damn it.
At least you know the why.
Yeah, right. That's true. That's true. I can't imagine how pissed off my father was, though, because my mom's tubes were tied. And I fucking ninja'd through.
My mother was on
Like,
straight up
everybody
like
was kung
old
fu
school,
fighting.
Bro, I
old
was-
school Deborah Provera birth control. That shit that just like fucked your hormones
Oh,
over.
Depo? Yeah.
She was
yeah.
on that shit, and I still fucking.
Dude, my mom had a fucking procedure done, though, dude. How fucking pissed would you be if, like, your old lady got a fucking, like a tubes tied, and then, surprise, it's like,
yeah.
fuck that.
Clearly, somebody failed their knot class.
Fucking A, dude. Somebody was not an Eagle Scout. Like,
That's when you just get that shit removed.
dude.
Be like, no corks. I need fucking full removal.
And like I made the joke about like,
Just
you know, I'd
evict all
go
of
back
these
to
organs.
84 and find out why dad left. But like, honestly, I'm like, he probably didn't fucking want me in the first place, man. It was a fucking, you're what? From who? How? What the fuck? You know, like, I'll
God,
hang
is
out.
that you?
I'll hang out for a couple years, make sure he's not fucked up, and then I'm out.
No,
Like, fuck.
10 fingers, 10 toes. He walks. All right, fucking deuces.
Boop. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was the case. No, so
Maybe because you were okay is why he stayed around that long.
maybe. Fuck. So, yeah, we had a birthday Friday. I don't know what the fuck I did Friday.
Yeah.
This is why I need stuff on Facebook.
A long time ago, right?
Right? It was fucking forever ago. Shit. Saturday. Friday I kind of played Mr. Mom. Haley went out, went to dinner with some friends and stuff, and I fucking hung out and played Mr. Mom. And then Saturday, we didn't do fucking anything, and it was awesome. We sat around like watching fucking Lord of the Rings and shit.
Yeah, I talked to you a little bit. When you
Yeah.
sounded fucking mellow as fuck. You were just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was probably on other substances
yeah, I
at
figured.
that point. Yeah. So,
I
just
assume
kinda-
if it's Saturday.
Yeah. It's a good assumption. And then
You know my birthday. I know when you get high.
hey.
Like, it's-
And then Sunday, Mother's Day, obviously. We just kind of fucking hung out, kept it chill. Went for a drive, did the normal thing. Nothing crazy. Jazz, how was your weekend?
it was pretty good, man. Friday, I went up to the alert center. Met the boys from STI, the guys that make the staccato. the double stack 2011 9mm.
Yeah.
God, those things are fucking sweet. Even just getting to dry fire one of those things, you're just like, God damn, these things are nice.
What's the price tag on that?
The one that I want,
Like 5 Gs?
it's like $4,400
Yeah.
without the optic. So
That's
and that's also, by the way, that's just like the base gun. Then if you want to like put in the carbon fiber flare and everything on the bottom of it and the upgraded trigger group and blah, blah,
Does
blah,
that
blah,
come
blah.
with the Picatinny rail fleshlight attachment?
it better.
Fucking
It
better.
better, dude. It fucking better suck you off and give you cat
So-
Yeah, you
fare.
remember when that came out
Yeah.
a couple of years ago at SHOT Show, and the promo video was mounted on the front end of a machine gun. It's every time I went full auto, the recoil. I was just like, oh, it's genius.
That thing was sweet. I have never felt a slide action like that. Like it was next level. Like
Yeah.
it was just, I've been able to cycle some really nice weapons, custom work, the whole 9 yards. That thing as a production weapon is Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like it is next level nice. Came up here, as I mentioned earlier, hung out with Scott for a little bit, chatted. And then Caitlin came home from her family's place Friday night.
Yeah.
So we dealt with a little bit of that.
Sure.
But then Saturday, we spent a lot of time together. Went and played disc golf all weekend
Yeah.
for the first time, which was
You guys, that's when you called me after that. I was like, why? I was like, why'd
it's
you do
actually
that?
a really good time.
He's like, it's fun. I was like, it's frisbee.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like it was good enough. We want to get on Sunday and played more. Like I'm gonna keep playing. It was you walk through a park and drink beer and throw frisbees. Like
Yeah.
it's not exactly like you're.
That'd be good for like a Camelback full of beer.
It's great. I got a little. I have a little rolly cooler.
There you
It
go.
was full of beer, and I was walking around with my frisbees, fucking slugging beer and fucking throwing frisbees. It was fucking awesome.
I got my shitty backpack cooler.
Yeah, that's all you
That'd
need.
be great for that.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
like 3 frisbees to play.
I always thought it was funny because like they have like, this is my driver. This next disc is my fucking
So,
putter. This
Legit,
is my
I
9
thought it was.
iron and
I
shit.
thought it was weird too until you actually go like throw the difference between like your driver and your putter, and the putters don't fly.
Right.
Like they hover because they're meant for really short distances just to hit
Yeah.
that little cage tree thing.
Yeah.
So they float really well, but they don't fly at all. Like you can put all your body weight behind that thing and try and throw it, and it'll go like 12 feet and then just right into the dirt. But the driver ones, if you're not worried about where they're going, you can fucking send that bitch sailing.
Yeah.
Like, so I think the current world record is like 1,108 feet with a frisbee.
Huh.
I'm like, that's just shy of a quarter of a mile because 1320 is a quarter of a
So
mile.
I like to do this thing. It's called having sex.
Right.
And so I'm not going to train to throw a frisbee 1,108
Yeah.
feet.
And
Yeah, but when you're playing it with the chick that you are fucking,
you're
there's
true.
kind of no downfall to this.
Jazz, you're confusing yards and feet with the whole mile thing there. But
No, 1320.
feet?
1,320 feet is a quarter of a mile.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said a mile.
No, quarter
No,
of a mile.
A mile is
Okay.
5,280 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1320 is a quarter of a mile. But
It's the only measurement that I know.
I only know 1320 is a quarter of a mile because that's how long a fucking drag strip is. It's 1,320 feet from light to light. So all the car guys just went, oh yeah, that's the name of that video company. Yes, that's why that YouTube channel exists. It's called 1320 Video.
Yeah.
It's a quarter mile.
Makes sense.
So we did that, and then went and looked at some automobiles over the weekend.
Automobile.
Automobiles and
Where is my automobile?
where's my automobile? No, it was we were in need of something at least a little bit bigger because we have my Mini.
You mean the Mini wasn't doing it?
Yeah, we have my Mini, and then we had a sedan. So,
Yeah.
like, if you so much as like had a good shopping day at Costco, like both vehicles was like,
You're like, fuck.
fuck.
I need you to go home and do a trip.
Yeah, like-
fuck.
So we went and looked at the new Broncos.
Yeah.
So
We pulled up today. There's one sitting outside.
and
So
yeah, so
congrats to Caitlin. She's the one that bought it.
yeah, we got rid of Caitlin's car and got a Bronco. So
Yeah.
we like it. Got the Big Bend edition. So
So it's got mud flaps.
it's got No, that was her extra. So was the tow hitch.
Okay. She's very excited about the mud flaps, everybody.
She is very excited about her mud flaps. But
Yeah.
it's a good looking car.
It's got a
And,
bottle opener on it.
On the mud flap?
No,
it's
on
in
the
the-
back hatch.
It's in the back
hatch.
hatch. It's
Oh,
got a
okay.
bottle,
Bottle
opener.
opener. It's got mole strips.
Oh my god. Okay, so
This is
so we
my
went to go
favorite
test
thing
drive
ever.
this thing.
Mole strips.
And
Like
I'm in the
for my feet?
I'm in the passenger seat. Caitlin's driving it, and the salesperson's in the back seat. We're driving this thing, and she's telling us all the features. And I'm more worried about like, okay, how does the drive mode thing works? Like, how does it actually engage the different 4x4? Like, how do the different axles lock together and all
Goat
that kind of
mode
stuff?
and all
And-
that shit.
yeah, well, it's called GOAT for goes over any terrain, but
Yeah.
there's like a slippery sand, rock, crawl. Like there's multiple modes that you can
Yeah.
put it in.
Yeah.
And it changes the way all of the anti-slip stuff
The
engages.
slip differentials.
And so
It's got a locker in it, right?
sort of. It's
Yeah.
got like this modified locker system on like multiple cams that
It's like an e-locker.
yeah. So it doesn't have the full engagement lockers like you do on
Sure.
like a more aggressive 4x4. But this isn't really meant for that. Like it's meant for if you were going to go camping with it or drive on the beach or whatever, like you're not going to get stuck, but
Yeah.
you're not like going to Devil's Ridge and fucking
Yeah.
running that bitch. Like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but we're driving along and she's telling us about all these features and she goes, and on the back of the seats, there's mole strips. And I was like, the fuck is a mole strip?
Like, okay, hold on. Caitlin, pull over. We need to have a conversation real quick.
We didn't even pull over. I literally reached down in front of the salesperson because she was sitting behind the driver's seat and reached on the back of the seat and was like, and if you've played with it at all, you know exactly what it feels like. And as soon as my hand hit it, I was like, oh, Molly strips. And it came out before I could think about the fact that I'm going to make this little girl feel fucking retarded in the back seat.
You
But
definitely made her dumb. Made her feel dumb.
whatever. She was like 22 and they're slinging cars, like trying to get away with it. So
It's
whatever.
mole strips.
It's mole strips. And I was like, oh,
You
it's
know
got
what? She learned something today.
yeah, and I hope she listened to me. So now anybody else that goes and looks at it,
She
she's
doesn't
like,
look like a
the
fucking
back of the
idiot."
seats have Molly on them.
Yeah.
So we've decided that they're just now mole strips.
I'm calling every time I see Molly
Yeah.
webbing, it's mole strips
Yeah,
now.
and it stands for multiple other little equipments.
Yeah. I'm into it.
The mole strips.
Multiple other little equipments. Yep. Yep. I love me some mole strips.
Yeah, you
Got
put
them-
anything. You can put anything on a good mole strip.
Our
Got them-
warfighter travel humidors come equipped with mole strips on the back.
I already
some
talked to
mole webbing.
Scott. I think on the back of one of the seats, I need to fucking put a
Yeah.
mole strip humidor on the back of the fucking seats.
Yeah. Little mole strip. Why not?
So we did that, and yeah, and I kept playing with my 3D printer. Like that was
Please tell me one of the first things you made with it was a dick.
no. The first thing I made with it was a goat.
Oh.
No, a pig.
Scott's boy got one.
Yeah.
The first thing he made with it was,
He
a
was
dick.
he brought it over. He
Dude,
was
what a
proud.
proud
He was-
father.
he was- No, but he was so proud that he made it, and I got to give him credit. It was a good looking dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
There's quite a few dick models out there that you can actually download
Yeah.
and fucking print. No, right now I'm working on a bunch of stuff for my wargaming, but I am in the process of printing sets of spurs for the back of Crocs.
Fuck yes.
Yes. I'm very excited
you
about
want-
this.
Yes,
You want
I
some
do.
Croc spurs?
Yes, I do.
That's a silly question.
So that's
You
three
know
sets.
we do. Yeah.
That's 3. Do you need Croc spurs? Do you even have Crocs?
Nope.
Yep. So you don't get Croc spurs.
How do you, of all the people,
He doesn't even know
sitting at
'cause
this bar,
He doesn't know what he's missing.
not have fucking
He
Crocs?
doesn't know what he's missing.
Because I, sir, am not a homosexual.
Dude.
But I don't fault any of you for being one.
Have
You're
you
wearing
ever-
full
I
cage.
just am not one.
You're wearing full cage sandals right now.
Right?
I know.
How the fuck
They're summer shoes.
are you calling anybody
They're
out on
summer
Crocs?
shoes. You wear those to supper?
He goes in between those and his boat shoes.
Right?
So, but I did print Dogecoin Croc charms.
Yeah.
So you can attach them. You can keep that money on you.
Speaking
go.
of Doge,
Took a bit of a dip.
on a little bit of a roller coaster
Fucking
ride here
Elon.
lately.
Yeah.
Had to call it a hustle. It dipped. It's coming back up though.
Got up to like 75 cents.
I know.
No,
I almost
no,
sold.
No,
It was
got
79 cents.
It got to 74.8 because I had it set to sell at 75, and it didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
And I was a
That's
little
funny.
upset.
I had it set to sell at $1, and as soon as it started climbing, I canceled it. I'm like, fuck this. I'm riding this to the moon.
Well, the funny thing is to carry on the to the moon joke. After SNL, Elon announced that he will take Dogecoin to pay for the SpaceX trip to the moon.
That's crazy.
So he literally might pay for the moon trip.
You know how much
With
money they
Doge.
lost in the past 24 hours.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, but they gained it all in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, but we're riding it out. If it gets back to 70 cents, I think I'm dumping it.
No, I'm gonna hold on to it.
yeah, I'm
You gonna go for the ride?
I'm going.
10
I put
years.
$50 in. Like
Well,
I'm
yeah.
willing to sit on $50 for like 5
Yeah,
years
we're in
to
for-
see what the fuck happens.
We're in for 100 bones.
You know?
So
and
I-
right now,
I
if I
took a
liquidated
pretty
it,
big
I'm
hit.
still like 10x
Well,
up on
like,
it.
I
or
got-
something.
I put a pretty big dent because I took a big hit because I sold like the day before it went big, and I was pissed, and then I put the money that I made, I put it back into it. So
Yeah.
I'm taking a hit on it, but I'm still in there.
I have 1,579 shares,
Yeah,
and I spent $50 to get that, or coins, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
yeah.
I spent $49.99 to get it. I'm riding that bitch out.
Yeah.
Like 10 years from now, like some of the other cryptocurrencies that are now worth like thousands of dollars.
even if it hits
Yeah.
$100, that's a fucking.
But here's the
payday.
thing: I guarantee you, it's never going to get back down to 3 cents what I bought it at.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm happy either way. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm not going to lose my $50 investment.
True. Very, very true.
But I didn't put my mortgage payment towards fucking meme stocks.
Yeah. So Johnny boy,
No,
you've got a couple weekends to talk about.
I do. I'll start with the Boston trip first.
His with the Beantown.
Yeah. So I went out to Boston to go see my dad. It was supposed to be for a surprise birthday party. Well, I ended up going out. I met up with Lavely while I was out there,
Yeah.
and so we went out.
How's that fat fuck?
He's interesting. No, he's good. He's good. Buddy checked the fuck out of him in the middle of a bar.
Good.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up closing the bitch down. The owner finally, like an hour after close, he's like, you guys like gotta go. I gotta lock the doors. I'm like, sorry, man. But so that was, I don't know, like 1:30 and 2 o'clock in the morning at that point.
Yeah.
The fucking COVID bullshit in Massachusetts. I felt like I was
they're
on a fucking
hardcore
different
about
planet.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are
Seriously,
hardcore
I thought
about
it was
it.
a different fucking planet. It was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. They drank the Kool-Aid, bro.
Yeah, people are like, you didn't get your vaccine? I'm like, no. Aren't you worried? I'm like, not one bit.
Not even kinda.
Why not? Well,
Shun the
I'm not. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
because of math.
Yeah.
The non-believer. That's a good video.
But
Caitlin sent that to me. It was funny.
so after the bar, my dad and I proceeded to drink until 5 a.m.
Nice.
And I was just drunk enough to spill the beans about a surprise birthday party, so it wasn't a surprise anymore.
What an asshole.
I know. I was like, so we showed up, and the Jody who organized
you
it.
better fucking act surprised.
He's just like, I can't. I'm like, whatever. I was like, I'll take the heat for it. So we show up, and like we showed up in the same vehicle, and we get out, and Jody, the girl who organized it, she just looks at me, like gives my dad a hug, and then walks up to me and kind of like gives me this weird look, and I'm like, sorry. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I fucked it up.
I fucked it all up.
But it was still good. I got to see my brother, which I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. So like I was saying about the COVID shit up there. Like I literally, like I lied to him about getting a vaccine, and I felt fucking horrible. But I knew it was the only way that I was going to see him. And I haven't seen him in like 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, how was the second shot? I'm like, oh, it fucking sucked. And so he hung up the phone, and that night he was showing up, and I told my dad, I'm like, I feel like the biggest fucking piece of shit right now. I was like, as soon as he gets here, like I need to pull him aside and fucking tell him, like, so I did. I'm like, I know you're gonna fucking hate me right now. I was like, but I didn't really get a vaccine.
What do you say?
It's like, but I got to see you. So there's that. So we hung out, we got dinner and stuff like that. And then we're like, let's go get some drinks. He's like, I'm just going to head out. And I'm like, I get it. Like,
Is he that worried about it?
yeah, I don't fucking know, man. He works, he's a software engineer. He's doing great fucking things. Crushing it. And, but he lives in downtown Boston.
Yeah.
And
Is he
he's
on like
just-
the development side of software engineering?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Really?
He's fucking unbelievably smart. Like everything that I
And
didn't
he's your
get, he
brother?
got. Yeah, right? Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, we've met his sister. We know how far this one fell.
Is she still single?
Which one? Andrea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm figuring she's gonna leave me eventually.
Yeah, there's no way.
She was pointing for
There's
her.
no fucking way she's hanging out. Yeah. Yeah.
But But yeah, so Boston was fun. I actually went to the range with Lavely. So my dad just got his license to carry up there, which
Nice.
is a fucking nightmare
That's
to get.
a fucking.
It took him like 2
I was
years.
gonna
I was gonna say, what was the
that's
wait
quite
time
the
on
feat,
that?
It took him
dude.
like 2
Holy
years.
shit!
But so he got it, and so
He's
we
gonna
went-
get it and just expire like the next week.
pretty much.
You gotta do it
Yeah,
again.
but you're only allowed to
Fuck.
carry one bullet.
So
Like,
it's
that's
funny.
it.
So we go to the range, and I haven't shot with my dad in like 15 years. And the last time we shot, we were like fucking like bump firing out of a belt loop, AKs and shit. Like it wasn't for
Yeah.
accuracy, you know. And so we go to the range, and he's trying to like, you know, we were talking to Lavely when we were drinking, trying to figure out what pistol he wants. And of course, everybody's, oh, you got to get a Glock, or you got to get this, or this is the best one, and or don't get that one, that sucks. And I was like, look, I'm like, fuck what everybody says. You need to walk into a gun store, you need to pick up every fucking gun, and you need to point with it. Whichever one's natural angle fits with your natural grip, that's the one you take to the range and you learn how to fucking shoot.
Yeet
Once
cannon.
you get better with that,
Yeah,
then
what-
you get whatever fucking gun you want after that.
What
And
happens if he picked
You're
up a
good.
yeet cannon? What?
High point.
Luckily, there wasn't
high
one
point
around. No
yeet-
kidding.
Yeet Cannon 3.0.
So Lavely's like, hey, I have a fucking shitload. I got an FFL. I got a shitload of pistols. There's a range right down the street from my house. Let's go. We're drunk when we're having this conversation. I'm
course.
like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, no problem. So the next day, my dad and I were talking, and he's like that evening, and he's like, hey, you know, should I reach out to Lavely and, you know, kind of see, like, I really want to go shoot. I don't want to go rent like 46 different guns, blah, blah, blah. And no bullshit. 10 minutes later, Lavely texts me and he's like, hey, you guys want to go to the range tomorrow? And I was like,
In all fairness to
fuck yeah.
Lavely,
He's a
got
good
all,
fucking dude.
He's got all of his goofy shit that he made.
Yeah.
But he does have quite the collection of off the shelf shit that
Oh,
he's
he does.
bought too.
Yeah.
Like
So we go down and he's got 40s
He's a
and
good
9s
fucking
and
dude.
45s and stuff. And so my dad starts shooting, and I could tell like right at the beginning, Lavely's like, fuck, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, so my dad starts shooting and he's just fucking smacking 10 rings. Right. It doesn't matter the gun. Like every once in like 1 or 2 rounds will fucking go off because it's a different pistol and he gets used to it. And then everything else is fucking dead center. And then he picks up a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 and 40. And I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he shoots, and that was the fucking best gun that he shot with through the whole fucking thing. I mean, he grouped better than anybody I've ever seen group in a
that's the
fucking
gun.
40.
Like-
and so I told him, I was like, if you get that in 9, you're gonna
Really?
be fucking stacking rounds.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
And,
one hole in the target, bro.
right?
That's one pasty.
He was fucking crushing it. And I took all the videos in slow mo and slowed them all down, and not like all the fundamentals were there. There's a video where his thumbs were messed up, and he shot like 2 rounds and they're all fucked up. And he literally stopped and he looked at both sides of the gun, readjusted his grip, and went back into it and just fucking started banging a 10 ring again. I'm like,
Nice.
fucking A.
he was also, you showed me that one with the 40, and that is zero flinch
None,
behind that
none
40
whatsoever.
too.
I'm like,
Like,
how? I'm like-
body didn't move at all.
I'm like,
I
if
was
I
like,
would shoot this right now, like I would not want to show anybody this video. But yeah, so that's in a nutshell. That's my trip to Boston. It was really good. Actually, I got to go down to Bourne National Cemetery down Cape Cod, which is the first time I've been down there in 14 years. To go see a handful of my relatives that are buried down there, and that was pretty awesome. Just to I haven't been down there in so long.
it's a
But
different
yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
It's like when I finally got to go to Arlington to visit my grandfather. And, you know, it's a little weird to go through that whole process. And you have to like go find his name and find the
Right.
grid cord that he is and
Yeah.
the like and go.
You go find a lot, and then
But then being able to go and stand in front of it and stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
it's an experience. So I totally get it,
Yeah.
like why you want to go, because
Yeah,
it's
my
it's
grandfather, my grandmother are buried there, and then one of his brothers is buried there. He was in my grandfather's in World War II. He was in his brother was in Korea, and then my uncle was in Korea also, and he's buried there. And then there's a couple other names that I knew.
Fucking family plot.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, it looks like I'm
Weirdly enough, my family plot, for lack of a better term, is in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Up in Cave Creek at the fucking National Cemetery
Okay,
there.
yeah.
Up there on the North Loop.
Yep.
Up that way. And same, I when I went the first time I went,
it's
I
a
knew
hell of a shipping charge from Baltimore.
you're fucking funny. You guys are so fucking funny. The first time I went, I knew my dad was buried there, so I wanted to go check it out. And at the time, I was a sergeant, right? I was active duty. I was a sergeant. So when I found my dad's grave, it literally said Sergeant Michael B. Fahey, and I was like, that's fucking weird because I'm a junior. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I was like, that's a little fucking weird, man. Like, because you're just looking down, and you're like, I know when it's not you, but still, that's
Yeah,
your fucking
no,
name,
right.
So when I
It's
went
like,
and visited my grandfather in Arlington.
I think we've had this conversation before. It's fucking
now,
creepy.
Luckily, it said Colonel. But that that shit said Colonel James Broom on this. And I was like,
Yeah.
good thing I never commissioned.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a weird feeling, dude. It's just like,
yeah,
yeah.
see your name on a gravestone is
Yeah. But,
off-putting.
yeah, and then my grandma, my grandfather and grandmother are buried together.
Yeah.
So like on their stone, it's got both of them.
Space
you know?
saving, man.
Yeah, man. That's one thing the old fucking
like buying
government
a
cemeteries
duplex.
do, right? Yeah, just fucking bulk prizes. Well, a lot of people don't know.
By the way, this is what happens when you buy your grave plots at Costco.
Like, you just buy them in bulk. What a lot of people don't know
I'm gonna need
is
6. Oh, you get 7th free? I'll take it.
when you die as a veteran, like your wife, your spouse can
Gets rights,
also
yeah.
she gets those rights.
And that's like
You know
the,
what I mean?
the
Like-
spot next to my grandfather at Fort Sam
Yeah,
is held
yeah,
because my grandmother's going to live till if she's anything like her mother,
yeah.
she's going to live another fucking 20 years.
And
But
I found out something. They stack them.
yeah.
They stack them. So whoever goes first goes on the bottom.
Yep.
Yep.
And then they fucking just stack them up.
So my grandfather would have wanted it.
Yeah, right? Put her on top.
Yeah, put her on
Yep.
top.
Can you put her face down?
Right?
Could you put her in backwards?
Well, and I think in Phoenix, because of the ground there, because it's like sand
Yeah.
and shit, I think
No, it's rock.
I want to say you gotta get cremated.
Just
I want to say it's like
just a
crematorium.
rock.
So it's just like
Yeah,
everybody
my-
there's cremated.
Well, I told you my grandfather was cremated and then put in a 50 cal canister.
Yeah.
And that's what we buried him in.
That's dope.
That was still a weird fucking process because they asked me to prep the canister.
He was like dumping shit. It's like,
No,
it's better than a coffee can.
I prepped the 50 cal container.
Yeah.
Like, so I got a hold of some people that sprayed rhino liner, like had it rhino lined. So
Oh,
he's
that's
inside
dope.
that, and I redid all the lettering on the outside, so it's got his like dates and rank and everything
Oh,
on the
that's
side.
cool.
Huh.
Like stenciled it.
Yeah. So it's the same nomenclature structure that would be for
Yeah.
50 cal, but it's all of his.
Did you give him like an NSN?
Yeah.
What's his NSN?
It was NSN : and then it says COLJ JST and then his birth year. That was the
Nice.
Nice.
number that I put behind it. So yeah,
Dope.
nobody got it. I think there was a couple of uniform guys that were there that saw the canister. That like when they looked at it, like you got that little half grin on it, like,
They're like,
hey.
Somebody put some thought into this.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely one of those if you knew kind of situations. But all
Sure.
the civilians that had shown up were like,
what's
Why is-
what's NSN mean?
why is he in a can?
Right?
It was like,
It was weird when we would do like funeral details for people who were cremated, you know, because like there's no casket for the flag to drape on.
dude, what
So
I got
you basically have a folded up flag that's just folded in like square fold, right?
Yeah.
Like a regular like sheet fold.
Yeah.
And then you grab it and you unfold it in front of everybody and pop it and then do the same pomp and circumstance, right?
see, it was different when
Like-
they did my grandfather, and I have to give it to that color team because they didn't miss a beat. Like it was up on a pedestal because they had a full cover and everybody was there and they had it draped, but they had it draped where it was over the can, and then the platform that it was on was big enough for the flag not to touch the ground,
Oh, okay.
Nice.
but still drape out.
So they did like probably same rules as like
But
They did
when
fucking-
they came to drape the flag, the color guard, the lead color guard, the SFC, the sergeant first class that was in charge of it, it was a female that came out with it with the can, was holding it like this, like had it boxed out with her hands, and was walking forward and then like snapped all of her attention and then like grabbed the handle, and it was like a rifle presentation to set it down, and then they draped the flag over it, and I was like,
that's
y'all
dope.
didn't even fucking miss a beat. And we had possession of it the whole time, so it's not like you guys got the chance to practice. So like you
Right.
guys just like
you got to come up with that shit on
went
the fly,
on the fly, and they
to.
nailed it. Like
Yeah.
the Fort Sam color guard, it was one of those ones afterwards we went and I shook all their hands and was like,
Dude, I used to get them all the time. Like every time I do a fucking funeral, they
were on it.
They would like the family would come up and want to have a conversation with us
Yeah.
and stuff. And like, you know, you want to be cordial, but
Yeah.
you still, you know, it's a funeral. But and, like I remember one time I wanted to be the bugler, right? Because now, spoiler alert,
Right.
there's a little
we don't know how to
hit
play the
play.
fucking bugler.
there's a little speaker in there and you hit play.
Yeah. And I had a fucking priest walk up to me afterwards one time, but he looked at it and he goes, "Don't know how to play it, huh?" And I was like, No, I don't fucking know how to play it, Father. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, God, do I look like I'm a fucking bugler? Like,
I'm
Jesus, man.
I'm not in the Marine Corps band.
Right? Like, fuck.
I'm not a bugler, but I do know how to blow a horn.
Yeah, right. Yeah, zing.
I'm a champ with a skin flute.
Right? Fucking first chair, bitch. But like they would always be like, "Oh, it was beautiful. Wow, who played the bugle? Oh, it was him. Oh, you did a great job." And fucking the Marine always be like, thank you, man. Like they don't fucking know. You
I
know?
can hold
Like,
this thing up and go
yeah,
like a champ.
because you just stand there like and you just pretend.
Yeah,
Because you're off in the
puff your
fucking
cheeks out.
distance.
Yeah.
Well, you're off in the distance. They can't see you. So you're fucking like off because they're loud as fuck.
Yeah.
And that little speaker's got some fucking girth to it, boy.
Well, it's using the horn too.
Yeah.
Because it's like down inside the.
Sure. So it
thing,
still
so it's-
projects. You know, yeah, dude. That was always a very awkward feeling though.
You know
'cause,
what
like,
I've always wanted to see though? I
like
want to see
Uncle
how they.
Joe, who served in Vietnam, would like beeline for you after the ceremony. You're like, oh fuck, here he comes.
I want to know what they do to train the horses. Because like
Yeah.
my grandfather was brought out, they did like the full caisson thing, so the horses were there, but they fired the rifles off, and the horses didn't even like fucking twitch. And I'm like, God damn, I've seen hunting dogs that aren't this fucking calm. Like,
So I pulled up to one of my gunsmith buddies. He's got a little gun shop in rural Nebraska. And I pull up to his place and he's on his horse and he's shooting this pistol right next to this fucking horse riding around the ring. And I pull up, he gets off the horse and I'm like, you're doing it wrong. You know, like you should get off the horse before you shoot him. You know, like I don't understand. And but he said no, he was training him because he does the barrel racing shit, and so he rides the horse and shoots the fucking balloons off the barrels and shit.
Yeah.
And
so he does like really cool barrel racing.
yeah. So I imagine
Because it's not like that stupid barrel racing.
Where it's
that
like the little
chicks
girl
do.
that just fucking runs in circles.
yeah. I imagine they train the horses in the same way.
But I mean, it's like Kira.
yeah.
I mean, she's my dog. She
Hey, in all
doesn't.
fairness, Kira doesn't give a fuck about anything.
No, but like we used to go to the range, and now mind you, the majority of all the guns that we shot were suppressed. But even if we didn't have a suppressed gun, like I tried to pull her behind the firing line.
Just so it didn't.
Yeah, and she just didn't give two fucks.
Yeah.
Like she just didn't care. She's like, whatever. Like this does not bother me. And there's other dogs where like somebody lights off a firecracker outside and they're in the fucking bathtub.
Oh, dude, my
the
dog
dogs
Saint
with
Saint shit
thunderstorms
himself,
that
dude.
just
Yeah.
freak the
Fucking
fuck out.
Dakota,
Bro.
if you have a gun and you work in action,
Yeah.
she freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the only.
in my own house. I'll like be like fucking around with an action. She fucking barks, gets like pissed at me, and like fuck you.
That's the only thing that I'm thankful for Saint getting old as fuck as he is, because he's 15 now, is that like rainstorms and shit don't fuck with him
Yeah.
anymore, because he used to fucking just shiver and shake and pant and fucking lose his shit. We had him in the thunder jacket. We had him in
Right.
fucking all that crazy shit. Like, I mean, it was fucking terrible, man. I used to feel bad for him.
My
I used to sit there and drug him, trying to fucking give him cheese with like Benadryl in it and shit. I'm
Knock
like,
him
here,
out.
dude, fucking take a nap. Like, yeah, I
My
felt
ex has a
terrible.
German Shepherd, and if you do a finger gun, he fucking loses his shit.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And he has no idea what an actual gun. Like he's never been around gunfire or
He
anything.
just knows
like
you're
that.
pointing at him.
But anybody, you pointed at somebody else, and he's just like, oh no, whatever the fuck you're doing, I like it.
Jazz, you're peeing a lot tonight.
Dude, I've been trying to be like a lot better about like my hydration and shit like
It's
that.
working.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is the third pee,
It's,
dude.
it's clear as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But
I was gonna say, bro, we're not that far into
rather
it. Fuck.
annoying.
Right.
Speaking of which, hydration and whatnot, boys, what are we drinking?
Oh,
I have no fucking idea.
It's good.
I got a glass of it poured for me.
we
but
are
I have no-
drinking Bardstown Bourbon Company Fusion Series.
So it is a blended
It's
whiskey.
a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
It's not bad.
49.45%.
Tastes good.
What's the proof on that?
Well, it's double that.
98.9. 49.45 times 2.
Okay. That's
Wouldn't
not
that be
always.
98.9?
That's not always the case.
It
It's
is always the
40%
case.
Kentucky.
No.
18% Bardstown Bourbon Company out of Kentucky, and 42% Bardstown Bourbon Company. And they're all aged different, and they have different mash. It's pretty cool. Tastes good.
Yeah, it's tasty. It's the Fusion series.
I stand corrected, fuck. Because this one's 50 and 100. And
Yeah, that's how
Oh, you
it
didn't
is.
know that it was doubled?
The proof is whatever the percentage of alcohol is times 2.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so 200
So why
proof
fucking
is
put-
straight alcohol.
why put both on there? It's fucking retarded.
It is kind of retarded. But anyway, Mr. Chris Freeman got us that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a gift from
we've,
the
we've-
Freemans.
we've
We've been
been-
waiting for you to get
Yeah,
back. Yeah,
3 weeks.
actually
I think.
3
I
weeks
know.
because I think I was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
were
then
missing.
you were
and I
missing
was gone for 2.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hit me up and buddy checked me this weekend. Actually, he was like, "Just want to know if you wanted a game. It's been a while since we jumped on Call of Duty," and I was like, "Bro, it would take me like 5 days for that fucking update."
I uninstalled the shit.
It's gonna be faster,
dude.
I'm probably gonna uninstall it and reinstall it.
I uninstalled
It'd be faster,
and I haven't put it back on. And I uninstalled it because after that last thing, it was eating up like 130 gigs on my fucking computer. And I was like, all right, you can fuck off. Like,
it's fucking crazy.
It's one fucking map. How much data does this actually need to take up? Like, it's not doing anything.
I got buddy check this morning too. Oh, Billy Howell from Horse Soldier Bourbon.
Oh,
Nice.
Hit
How's
me
old
up.
Billy doing?
He's doing fucking great, man. He's doing great. He went to this program for because Billy was, you know.
Did you ask him what we need to do to get us fucking sponsorship on the show?
He's about as shitty at dodgeball as I am, man. So keeping
the fuck does it have to do with sponsoring the show?
a conversation is difficult. Plus, he's Cajun. We all know how Cajuns are.
Yeah.
But
we actually all have a mutual friend that is Cajun, and talking to him is like fucking
who?
Fucking breezy.
Who?
Reese.
Oh yeah,
Reese is fucking
Yeah.
Cajun.
no, he's
true.
Georgia.
Yeah.
He's
No.
from Georgia.
No.
He's originally Cajun. Now he just lives in Georgia.
No,
Or
he's originally from Georgia. He grew up in fucking Augusta.
really.
Yeah,
Fucking, I could have
that's
sworn
why
that
he's
boy
like.
was Cajun.
That's why he's slack jaw as fuck. He's a Cajun transplant. He fits right the fuck in though.
Dude,
I will
I
agree.
can't tell
Yeah.
the fucking difference.
Yeah.
Would you care to pass that bourbon on down?
So Billy hit me up this morning, but he recently went up to the Dallas-Fort Worth area for a couple weeks and did some TBI program up there. And he's like, dude, this thing's fucking amazing. Like,
My aunt used to
he's
teach
like,
that shit.
He's like, I feel like a different person. He's like, it's great, you know? So we went to some program up there and did that. And then, yeah, he's doing well, man.
Do you have a bris I can use? Thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Did you say a bris?
Yeah.
He knew what I was asking for.
I panned it right to him.
Just nip the tip.
I fucking love that movie.
Dude.
I pulled this little string here and whoop, snip the tip.
Dude, I think one of the most underrated comedy films of all times.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
No. History of the World Part 1.
Oh yeah.
Also by Mel Brooks.
Fucking
glorious,
look, anything
dude.
Mel Brooks. Take whatever comedy you think is the best thing you've ever seen, and if you're a comedy writer, think you have something brilliant, and go compare it to Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
And just see where you stack up.
Yeah. You're fucking spoiler alert, you don't.
He said he has 2 scripts
Yeah.
that will never see the light of day because he doesn't believe there is a director on the planet with the balls to do it. And I'm telling you right now, as somebody that went to film school for directing, I volunteer as fucking tribute. I will happily direct that film.
Fucking A. Dude, like I remember because he did History of the World Part 1 and he never made Part 2.
There was never a part 2.
Yeah, but
He never wrote one.
like remember he wrote but he did write in like the credit scene like History of the World Part 2 is coming. It was like Hitler on ice and shit.
Yeah. But that was part of the joke, is that he
fucking
literally called it
hilarious,
part
dude.
1
Yeah.
because you were never going to see part 2.
Yeah. So good. So good.
Only writer that could ever make an in-movie reference to his other movie.
Yeah. It's good to be the king.
No. When he in Robin Hood Men in Tights,
He did the
When
It's Good
he
to Be
makes-
the King. That was a reference to History of the World Part 1.
but then when they make Dave Chappelle the sheriff, they go, a black sheriff. And he goes,
Why
"What?
not?
It works in Blazing Saddles."
Boom.
It's like,
Everybody's
he
like-
referenced his own fucking movie. And it was like, God damn.
That's how you know you're a fucking G, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch the comedians in cars getting coffee?
No.
So there was a YouTube thing called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And it was
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld interviewing all these other comedians. And typically he would get some really cool vintage car and drive it around and have a discussion with these other ones. Well, Mel Brooks agreed to do it, but Mel Brooks wasn't fucking going in his little car to drive around or whatever. He was like, you can just come to the house. So he goes to his house and it's Mel Brooks and I can't remember who else was on the show with him, but they're sitting there and they eat their TV dinners off of TV trays in the living room and do the interview. And they're eating like pastrami sandwiches, fucking watching like The Price is Right, fucking sitting there doing the interview with Jerry Seinfeld. And it was still one of the most
old as
hilarious
fuck,
things
man.
I've ever seen.
He's old as fuck. How old is he now?
I don't.
He's got to be pushing a bill.
I don't know. He's older than Scott.
Shit.
Oh,
Fucking.
fuck. That's
So
a
he's
couple thousand years
5,280 years old.
How do you think he was able to fucking assemble all that history?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's because he lived it. It's true.
Yeah, you write what you know, man.
Speaking of movies, I watched on the flight back from Boston. I watched a movie called Spencer Confidential,
Okay.
and it's got the fuck's his name?
I've heard of it. I don't
Wahlberg,
remember.
Mark Wahlberg in it.
Yeah.
And so
Hey. His name is Marky Mark.
well, whatever.
Show some fucking respect.
But anyways, so I'm watching a movie on the flight home, and I realize that the majority of the movie is filmed in Weymouth, Mass, where I grew up.
Yeah.
And so like all the backdrops of all the shit that they're filming are like places I drove by like every fucking day. And it was like
the
bar I
Wahlberg
was at.
family's all
Yeah, they're
Boston
from there.
boys, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. But it's just really funny that was a movie I picked to watch in the plane home, and I was like, huh, like I'll be dipped in shit.
The last airplane movie I watched was Aquaman on my way back from fucking New Hampshire.
Did it make you want them to crash the plane?
Fucking hell. I think I would have been more entertained if they had just had the safety video on loop.
Dude, I started watching it and then I was like, nope, it's crazy love. It's crazy stupid love again. And just fucking went back to the old standby.
I'll do a quick recap of Florida, and then I got a Sono shit story about my TSA fucking debauchery.
Yes.
I almost forgot. So Florida was awesome. Went down there. My mom, my sisters, my aunt. I think that's about it. Was in Siesta Key. Just it's technically Sarasota, hour and a half south of Tampa. Sat on a beach for the fucking whole week. Got tan as
Hence
fuck.
the golden brownness.
Yep. It was nice.
Must be fucking nice.
Yeah, it's the first time in I don't know, 5 years.
That's what I'm using disc golf for. Get my base tan laid in.
Get your base tan ops.
But so on my flight home, the flight there, fucking no issues, whatever. Thanks. So the flight home, now I got global entry, which is like TSA pre-check, but for international travel.
steroids. Yeah.
So I'm fucking vetted like a motherfucker.
You got clear?
Huh?
You have clear too?
Clear's a
No.
fucking ripoff.
It's a racket.
They tried to.
It's a
They're
total
like,
racket.
sir, do you travel a lot? I'm like, sometimes. You're like, would you like to sign up? Nope. But it's nope.
Yeah.
Like I'm
It's
good.
it's a
I don't
racket.
care what it is. I don't
Yeah.
fucking need it.
Pre-check's fucking fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go through the TSA pre-check line because I'm fucking TSA pre-checked, and it's awesome. I don't have to take fucking anything off. Don't take anything out of my bag.
Yeah.
I fucking they scan the shit. I walk through the fucking thing. Everything's fine.
And you go through a metal detector. You don't go through the fucking
yeah, it's not the full
fucking-
body scan where they
yeah.
can see my junk.
Yeah,
They
you're not
just
getting
walk through the-
cancer.
yeah.
See, that's the whole reason I like that thing. Somebody's
So
got to look
normally
at it.
normally I get groped by TSA, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of, But anyway, so I walk through, everything's fine. I'm waiting on my bag, and the lady's like stop the conveyor belt, and there's like 4 people like backed up waiting, and there's no bags coming down, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I know there's nothing in my bag.
Right.
Like I have a laptop, an iPad, a fucking neck pillow, like a bunch of random shit.
Did you have cigars?
No.
Okay.
I didn't. I checked everything, including my lighters and cutters, because I fly a lot. But what I forgot is I took some sand from the beach, and I put it in a Ziploc bag, and it's a white sand beach.
This fucking guy.
And I put it in my carry-on because my fucking check bag was literally 50.0 pounds when I put it on the scale. And I'm like, fuck yeah. The lady's like, I have to pick this up now. I'm like, I'll go throw it on the conveyor for you. Sorry. I'm just happy I hit 50 and didn't go over. So finally, the fucking lady like gets on the fucking the radio and
You could
calls
take a
somebody over
t-shirt out, dude,
to
and
do
put
like-
that bag in
I know, right?
Like-
No, this bag of sand was like 5 pounds.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
it wasn't that much. It was just heavy sand. I don't know. It was weird. But so the lady calls fucking somebody to come over to do a bag check.
What?
What?
What the fuck?
It's just heavy sand.
Yeah.
That's
You're
what I would-
not supposed to pack
yeah.
the wet stuff.
No,
right?
it wasn't.
Yeah, you're not supposed to bring a kilo.
So, anyways, so the lady comes over and she's like, it has all the questions. Is there anything that, that's going to injure me in here? That's sharp, pointy, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I'm like everything's fine. Like you're totally fine. I'm like, I'm
Just my spike studded dildo.
Yeah, I'm like, I was like, what are you guys looking for? I can tell you where it's at. And she's like, oh, I can't say. And I'm like, okay. And at this point, like I'm standing next to them, and then in front of their machines, they have like plexiglass, and then they have a metal table. And she's like, sir, I need you to stand on the other side of the plexiglass and a metal table. And I'm like, fine. I'm like, cool. was like, but if I stand over there, I'm going to take pictures. And she's like, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, well, come around here and stop me. And I went over there and I busted out my phone and I'm waiting because I'm waiting to see what she pulls out of my bag. You know? And I'm like, I'm not just going to take a picture looking at my bag. So she's fucking digging through all this kind of stuff and everything. And once again, I'm like, hey, like if you're looking for something specific, I can tell you, like, just let me know what it is. She didn't say anything back. And I'm like, whatever. So then she pulls out the fucking bag of sand. And I'm like, this is going to be great. So she pulls
Did you get that picture?
Yeah, I did.
Her pulling out white sand. Let me see that shit.
So she pulls out this bag of sand.
Dude, this is like a fucking freezer bag. Like a gallon freezer
That's
bag.
what I said. It's 5 pounds of sand.
Literally looks like a cocaine fucking kilo.
It does.
This fucking
And it's
guy.
double wrapped. 2 Ziploc bags.
Double wrap,
Yeah.
duct taped,
No duct tape. Just Ziploc.
looking like a brick.
So
Dude. Like fucking
Oh, she
legit.
showed it to me.
straight
Yeah.
up.
Good God.
So anyway, so she pulls it out and immediately grabs the fucking, the explosives fucking
sniffer?
and
Yeah.
starts fucking wiping it down. And I was like, ma'am, I'm like, it's sand from the beach. And she just looked at me and then right back to what she's doing. At that point, I'm like, fuck you. I'm just starting taking pictures. But so she swabs it for explosives and runs it through everything and like intensely staring, waiting for the results. And I'm just sitting there like laughing at this point.
Sure.
'Cause she
Like-
thinks she finally got
Yeah,
one.
and I'm like, oh, look, I stopped a terrorist attack. Said no fucking TSA agent ever.
Yeah. Where the fuck were you in September 01, motherfucker?
Well, they didn't
So-
exist, but
So she
Right.
gets done with her little explosive swab thing, and it pulls out the drug test kit, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Like fucking, like this is awesome. So then she starts like wiping it down with these other fucking swabs, and starts like putting all these droppers and all these little swabs, and like intensely like looking and waiting for it to change colors, and I'm fucking dying at this point. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm like, it's sand from the beach, and I'm like, whenever you're done, like I got a flight to get a catch, and I'd like to get a beer beforehand. And so my sister's flight left like within 30 minutes of mine. We were both flying Southwest, so she was in the same terminal I was in, and she didn't have pre-check, and she had a long ass fucking line. So as she's literally closed, the TSA agent's closing my bag up. My sister walks over and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, yeah, this bitch thought I had a bomb or something. And she's like, shh. And I'm like, what? They already checked everything. I'm good. Andrea's like, you need to stop. I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
I will give TSA shit anytime I can.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm sorry. You were a rent-a-cop at an airport.
Dude.
And you suck at your job. So far since the institution of the TSA, we've had the underwear bomber, the shoe bomber, and that one motherfucker that got on the plane with a gun.
Yeah.
And it was like,
I
what are
got to
you
give it
doing?
to TSA, though. They did stop somebody we knew previously to getting on the airplane.
With a gun.
With a gun.
I didn't say that, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah. So apparently guns do set off metal detectors. It's fucking shocking.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does sand, I guess.
And apparently sand is just sketch mode.
You know what? To be fair, that is white sand double wrapped in fucking plastic.
But that's why I did it. So I brought sand and a
So
bunch
you
of
make
shells.
a bowl with
Yeah.
shells?
I get this awesome little crystal bowl that I've had at my house for like 10 years, and all it does is collect dust. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm bringing sand
You
and
put it in
fucking
your
shells
bathroom,
back.
didn't you?
No, it's sitting on my kitchen table right now. I don't know where I want to put it.
It's gonna end up in a bathroom.
No.
That looks like something that goes in a
That's
bathroom.
definitely something in a bathroom. Yeah. Yeah.
Those-
well, fuck, boys.
That's the soap for guests.
Sounds like John had a couple interesting trips. Jazz had some good times. Scott and I are fucking boring. and it's all the actions
I'm
on
gonna take
that
you
side.
disc golfing, man.
They fucking. I mean, I'll go. Shit, I'll go. I'll walk around. Whatever. Oh, I killed a fucking rattlesnake in my backyard this weekend.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I ran into a snake on the golf course.
Fucking about yay.
Yeah.
Nothing huge, but yeah.
The one I ran into
So
was
for all you listeners, that was about 2 feet.
Yeah.
The one I ran into was 3.14 meters long.
Dang.
It was a python.
Oh.
I love it. I love it so much. I love that joke so much.
John's just mad now.
Smart jokes.
I think you're retarded.
Yeah, fucking Haley was mowing the lawn and she comes in, she's like, I found a snake. And I was like, what kind of snake? You know, because there's good snakes.
Yeah.
And here in Central Texas, there's lots of good snakes. You know,
There's
fucking
a
rat
few bad
snakes and
ones.
all that
there's
kind of
also
stuff. They're
lots of
fucking
bad snakes
A
though.
few.
And I walk out there and I'm like, bad snake. so
That's a no probe.
so she grabbed the shovel. She's like, "Can I kill it?" I'm like, "Fucking kill it." So she starts like smacking it straight. And I'm like, "No, use the cutting edge of the
you
fucking
cut
blade."
his head off.
So she's sitting there fucking like hitting it. And I'm like, "Babe, you got to fucking get up on there." Like fucking.
Just slapping the snake.
So yeah.
The fuck?
So, and she had already ran over it with a lawnmower, so it's not in a good mood, anyways. You know what I mean? So I'm like, "Fuck, give me that thing." So I fucking cut its head off. And yeah, sure as fuck.
Did you keep the rattler?
Nah, I threw it all away.
Oh,
Yeah.
You should have cooked that bitch up.
Yeah, I fucking didn't feel like it wasn't big enough. There wasn't much meat on that thing.
okay.
He was a little skinny guy. But I was like, it's all fun and games, so you find one with a rattle. Shit. Yeah. So like, share, subscribe. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends. John's back and he is bronze as fuck. Look at you. Look at you. I'm about to change fucking teams, boys. Let's do it.
Boy can melt butter if he gets too close.
Good Lord.
I want that blue ID card.
Right? No, you get an orange one. You get that orange
Fuck,
one.
okay.
It's free medical. That's the big perk. You know what I mean? Fuck. Now with my VA status, it's free school too. Shit. So, as always, brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FreedomFriends. Score yourself that sweet 15% off. OWellness.us for all your CBD needs.
And Aaron Robertson Insurance
With 1A.
with 1A, Aaron Insurance. We know who you insure with. They've probably got 4 letters in their name. And
With 2
tell
A's.
you what.
And they call you by your rank.
They call me by my rank. Yeah, whatever. Are they actually saving you money? So, because if they're not, fucking call Aaron.
I guarantee you they're not. You're
And,
a fucking number on a fucking page.
AaronRobertsonInsurance.com. And he's going to save you some fucking cash. And if not, he's going to tell you a good joke and then send you pictures of his shit. So
That's true.
go fucking go hit
Either
him up.
way, it's worth it.
Yeah. But with all that being said, I want to thank all you sons of bitches for being my freedom friends.
Cheers, boys.
It's been too long since I've done this.
Right? Good to have you back, pal.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
And until next time, some simple words to live by. John, why don't you kick it off?
Smoke on.
Ooh, Scotty boy.
Scotty boy.
Drink on.
Drink on.
And god damn it, boys.
Freedom the fuck on. See you next time.